Security cameras, the enigma of the criminal world. Where iPhones are used to make movies and, well, bank robbers appear like this on your screen. And have you seen the prices of some of those CCTV setups? What on earth? Eufy apparently decided to solve both of those problems with these, the S220 and the C220. Solocam, budget-friendly. One is solar-powered, the other one has a 360 AI tracking feature. One of these is a big letdown and the other one isn't. So stay tuned in this video. Also, the first video where we have our 100,000 subscriber plaque. How cool is that? We're gonna be digging into whether this is a good buy or not. Now, Eufy didn't send this to me for a review. I didn't get paid for this. I bought these with my own damn money, and I am disappointed with one of these, to be very honest. So let's dig into it. Let's start with the C220, an interior camera solution that gives you 360-degree pan and 75-degree tilt. It basically rotates on its base so you can mount it anywhere you'd like. On a wall, on a ceiling, leave it sitting on a shelf, ask one of your videographers to decorate it and make it look like King Julian. It really is a cool camera. It's pretty cute. Yeah, we work very hard here at VideoTech in the office, all the time. No playing around. Only the best for you guys. No, in all seriousness, look, we really take it very seriously. Last week I produced 100 videos for you guys, so hold on tight, it's about to get funky. This is a 2K quality camera. So the image is good, not extremely good, and it's also not bad. It's really nice and usable. The downside of it is it's 15 frames per second. So sometimes if there's a person moving really quickly past the screen, it does blur a little bit, or if the camera needs to move, however, it doesn't move that fast for you to actually notice that blur. It's only when something moves past it really fast. Something that stands out about the camera is the fact that its nighttime coverage is very good. Like the built-in infrared sensors that it has brings night vision to HD quality. You can see absolutely everything that's going on in the office or in your house, and that's very useful because, well, most bad things happen in the dark. Well, good things happen in the dark too. And speaking about that, the camera has a very cool feature which allows you to put it in safe privacy mode. So if you call upon that feature, it just pulls the camera into a direction where it can't see or hear anything, and then whenever you tell it to come back in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, it just views the whole room again. Sex jokes. Now, speaking about the quality, it has a built-in microphone and a speaker. So via the Eufy app, you can speak to people through the camera, or you can speak to your pets. Like, for example, "Hey Jaira, please stop eating my couch." And then Jaira goes and she eats your shoes. Something like that. Like they really do listen, especially when they hear your voice. Now, I know you guys are just as tired as me of hearing of this word AI, but it has AI tracking built into it. So it can track your pets or people or just motion in general. It does bug out a little bit when there's too many people for you to try and track, so it just switches between people and like a little confused thing. But it also does automatically decides when it wants to track and when it doesn't. I think it like resets itself or something like that. So for example, I switched the tracking off because I wanted a wide view of my office, and then every now and again when I walk past it, I realize it's tracking us again. So I don't quite know why it does that. It might be a user error, but I couldn't figure it out yet. Now, one of the most important questions you should be asking when it comes to these security cameras, especially those that works on apps, Ring, is should you be paying a subscription to use this? You know, they sell you a cheap, low budget camera, which you think, wow, this is really competitive for the price in the market. And then they hit you with a subscription model to pay to actually see the footage on their cloud. No, Eufy doesn't do that. You can just insert a SD card and record on this bad boy. And you can access it with your app if it's connected to Wi-Fi. So you don't need no cloud storage. Yay. 128 gigabytes is gonna be more than enough to store all of your footage, but if you want offsite cloud backup, there is that option for you. Now, putting King Julian aside, this is where things get a little bit spicy. This is the S220. It is a wireless, battery-powered, you don't need any wires going to this thing, outdoor camera. It's waterproof, sun-resistant, really sun-resistant. I'll tell you more about that now. And it also is a little bit more pricey. And this is the one that I'm going to be sending back. I'll tell you why. So I placed this on the outside of my property, one in front of my gate and one at the back side where my dogs are. And both of them have decent sun exposure, however not like proper sun exposure. So I was a little bit doubtful whether they'll actually keep themselves charged. I pre-charged them, hooked them up to the walls, and lo and behold, a week later, the one is completely flat and the other one was on 20%. It was a little bit of a cloudy week, so I gave it some grace and thought next week will be better. We took the one camera down and put it on a windowsill with direct sunlight the whole day and still went flat. So I thought to myself, maybe let's give it like a jump start. I charged it with its USB-C charger all the way to max, put it in the sun again. Lo and behold, it went flat again in direct sunlight. You cannot get more sunlight than this. So I went onto Reddit and went online and I looked around a little bit to see whether this is just a faulty unit. I mean, we have to have some grace with companies. When they produce so many of these units, it could go wrong at some point. We don't want it to go wrong, but we have return policies for a reason. So I thought to myself, I'll just send this one back. Turns out it's not a this unit only situation. Many people have the same issues with the S220 solar camera. So right before I sent it back, I thought to myself, but hold on. This camera monitors movement, and my front camera monitors every single car that passes my gate, and humans and animals. So perhaps it just records too many clips because you can't have continuous recording on a device that runs off of a battery. That makes pure sense. So I used the feature, which is pretty cool, where you can select a dead spot for it to not register anything moving there. So the road part was a dead spot and my driveway wasn't, and still the camera went flat. The sad part about this to me is that the concept of the S220 is perfect. The concept basically goes, you plug and play. You just drill a few holes into the wall, you lock it up there, and you're good to go. It connects via Wi-Fi to your app, and the night vision is incredible. It also has a built-in mic, so you can speak to your dogs or an intruder outside, or just say something cool to the person walking by. We have all of those very cool initiatives and features just with a device that isn't upholding what you're looking for. Now, just to mention it, another downside of the camera is because it's not hardwired into anything, if you're gonna place it on the outside of your property, like for example in South Africa where I stay at the moment, you need to place it up pretty high because, well, otherwise somebody could just walk up and unscrew it and leave with it. And you will be able to see exactly who did it because, well, it's also a 2K camera. 2K is a little bit of a fugazi though. It's 2304 by 12,096 pixels, which is 2K. It's not a lie, and the quality itself is good, but it doesn't speak to the sensor size and the type of the footage that you're going to be getting out of it. It's good, it doesn't look bad, it's a little bit CCTV vibes, but I've got to say it's decent quality. 15 frames per second like the C220. It does the job. It's an outside camera. It's supposed to be a little bit slower so you can see the person's face when you zoom in. I don't know why they make it 15 frames per second, to be quite honest. Maybe it's just cheaper. Or it uses less battery. Smart. And you know what's also smart? According to all of their marketing stuff, there are a few features that they lock behind what they call Homebase Hub 3, like extra recording space, human, pet, and vehicle detection, and facial recognition. But I don't have one, and I was still able to use this thing at full force until the battery went flat. So it's not something that you have to buy to use these cameras. So to summarize it, these are both fantastic cameras. The app interface, the features they bring, the fact that you don't have to pay a stupid subscription, the quality of the footage is good, the mics that it has and the speakers, like super cool and actually on the affordable side for CCTV cameras. It's just really unfortunate that this bad boy didn't do what I wanted it to do. And I'm actually sad about that. And that is something we do here at We Do Tech. I spend the money, sometimes waste it, so you guys don't have to. I'll see you in the next video. I hope this was helpful. Please, in the comments section down below, add some value to what was spoken in this video. If you've noticed something with your devices or you picked up something else, please do share it with me. I'd love to know and dive into those. I'll see you in the next video. Stefan out.